Well, hello there, friends. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to roast the perfect leg of lamb. Amazing. It smells amazing in here. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. Stay tuned, friends. We're doing it right now together. Okay, friends, let me show you what we're going to do with this beautiful leg of lamb. I got it in the fridge. I'm going to show you what to do in a minute. First, I'm going to rub a little rub. I'm going to rub a rubber. Boy, I'm starting already. I'm going to rub a little parsley and thyme and rosemary, thyme, parsley, and nuts. I got a bunch of nuts. You know, I like to deal with nuts. Remember, keep them in the freezer, the nuts. Don't keep your nuts in the freezer. They stay fresher. Otherwise, they get all rancid. And then what happened to you? You got a nut you left in the cupboard, and you smell it. It doesn't smell fresh anymore. Keep them in the freezer. Anyway, friends, very simple. We're going to take a little bit of parsley, fresh parsley. You know, I like the curly parsley. Use the Italian parsley. I mean, I use that also sometimes. I just think it smells so much better. It's an old-fashioned thing. We love the curly parsley. A little bit of garlic. We don't want to be too garlicky. Just a little bit of garlic. I'm going to put a bit of fresh rosemary. I chopped that up. It's easier. A little thyme. And then we're going to put a little bit of pine nuts and a little bit of almonds. Put whatever nuts you want. You don't have any nuts, don't worry about it. Not that big of a deal. We're going to process this. And then I'm going to put some beautiful garlic olive oil. You don't have garlic olive oil, just put a little more garlic and put a beautiful olive oil. That's all. You know, like I tell everybody, relax. It's only cooking, okay? It's not the end of the world. You don't have to follow exactly what I did. Did I put salt and pepper yet? I probably didn't do it because I probably forgot again. See, put a little bit of salt in there, friends. A little bit of pepper. It'll be a perfect way to season it, you see. Right there. And let's process this. Well, you know what's happening right there. It's stuck on the side of it. So you need to stop it. Put a little more oil. I wanted a little more liquid. You see, and what happened is my food processor is so big, then I should have probably grabbed a smaller food processor. You see? And make a little quicker paste. Yeah, it's fine. I want it to be a little more liquid, that's all. Kind of like a flavored olive oil, if you will. You see? All right, friends. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to probably put it in a smaller food processor. It'll be a little more liquid. I don't want it to be, because what happens is if I leave that whole garlic like that, I put it on the outside, it's going to burn. So I want to get a little more liquid, okay? So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to a smaller food processor and make it a little more liquid. And then I'll come back and we'll show you. I'm going to show you how to tie the leg perfectly. Very simple. All right? I'll be back in a minute. Okay, friends, you see, look, how much liquid, how much more liquid it is, you see? I want it to be liquid because if it's too chunky, it's going to burn on there. Okay, you'll see, it's going to be beautiful. So now, this is a typical leg of lamb, folks, that you get at the store. I got it already, and it was already all tied up. But because my butcher shop, which actually is Whole Food on Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, they do an amazing job. And they had it all beautiful tied up, and I took it all out because I wanted to show you how to do it, okay? It's really not complicated because your butcher shop may not do it. You would think they do it, but it's against they don't do it. At least you know how to do it. No big deal. You see right there, this is a typical, this is about a 5-pound one, bone-in, and it's nice because we can slice it off the bone. It's kind of dramatic to put on the plate. It looks pretty good. But you see right there, this flap right there, we got to tie it. We got to tie it right there. That's why they tied. So it all cooks in one like this, you see? And so I'm going to show you how to do it, okay? It's not complicated. You need a butcher twine. And usually what I like to do is measure about 3 times. 3 times, and then cut it. Normally cuts right there, but this thing doesn't cut. It's my new cutter, but cutter is at the lunch. They don't cut. All right, so here we go, friends. Well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to tie a knot right there. Just a simple little knot right there. Oh, another thing that they did, which is really cool, friends, you see, they cleaned the bone right there. Normally, all the meat is there, they cleaned it, and you don't have to do it, and which is very nice. They already did it for me, but if they didn't do it, you want to do that. You want to take the meat that is attached to the bone, and you want to take a little knife and scrape it up, and then take a towel and clean it up nice. All right? So you want to keep this nice, so you remove this, and what you're going to do, we're going to go in the back of it first, friends, okay? So we're starting with the back right there, right? And we're going to take a twine, which is three times, right? We're going to take it right there, and we're going to go on one side, you see? On one side, meaning like there's two sides right there. We're going to go on one of the side, right? And then we're going to go in, and then we'll go back on the other side, and we go back in, you see? And now we have the perfect amount of twine that we needed. All right, so then we tie this guy right there. I don't want to make it too complicated, but that's something like, you guys can do this. It's not complicated, eh? You can take it again, tie it right there, but you don't really need it. This is solid. The idea, like I said, is to be sure, there you go, nice and hot, and let's keep it clean, you see? Right, see, so we see right there, friends, not complicated, right? So now at this point, you can also tie it this way. It's not really going to go anywhere, so if you are not comfortable doing this, then don't waste too much time doing it. I like to do it at least in the middle. You see right there in the middle? So we're going to go in one time, two time. Oh, what do you think of that? I ate too much Wheaties today. One time, two time. I've never cracked my butcher twine before. This never happened to me before, friends. And wow, this is the first time in life on television that I crack it. So now at this point, you go in this way. Look, it's very simple, okay? You go in this way. You go underneath. Look, so far, right? You're following me, right? Underneath, right? And then you keep this straight right there, like this, straight, you see? Then you grab it. Look, it's not complicated. You go underneath. And you pull it, you see? And now all you got to do is make a knot to secure it. Knot to secure it, that's it. And I'm not going to pull too hard because this thing is weak. There you go, that's it. All right, so now look. Now we got ourselves exactly what Whole Food did, except they did it for you, but just in case your grocery store doesn't do it, you want to be able to do it yourself. Okay. You know what? I forgot my garlic cloves over here, the small garlic cloves. I'm going to put some garlic cloves in here. They cut. Magically, they arrive. We have some magic assistant here, friends. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rub a little bit because I want some of the flavor to go inside. So what I do is I poke a hole with a knife and I bury it in there. Now, it's slivers. They're small, friends. Because if they're small, they're not going to cook, you see? See, look. Look, I took the garlic cloves and I just poke it. I just cut it in very small slivers. You see? Put as much or as little as you want here, friends. It's not going to hurt it. Now, there's a little fat in there. We're going to leave a little bit of the fat. Now, sometimes people don't like lamb is because they think it's gamey. If there's one part of the lamb is going to be gamey more than the rest of it is going to be the fat. So the only fat really is on the other side. It's not that much of a fat, so we're not going to worry too much about it, all right? That's why I didn't clean it up too much. They did a very good job. I tell you, this butcher shop, they do a great, great job. Whole Food has done a great, great job, at least in our town. They do a beautiful job. All right, so friends, right there, we're ready to go. Now we're going to put our olive oil and herb a little bit. We're going to put it on there, you see. And this is it, friends. This is it. Then we're going to put this in the oven. And then I'm going to put a thermometer in there. Now, you know, like for beef, same thing. People have different temperature they like. Some like a rare, some like at well done. I don't really like my lamb too rare. Medium rare maybe, but not rare. I don't eat lamb rare. But that's a matter of opinion. You eat it however you want, and don't let somebody tell you it should be one way or should be any other. You know what it should be? It should be your way. If they don't like it, they can go eat somewhere else. Okay? And I remember when I was in the restaurant business, people would say to me, "You're not going to like me because I'm going my meat well done." I said, "I love you. Don't worry. Who am I to judge how you like your meat? You eat it however you want it, friends, okay? There's nobody that should tell you you should eat it one way or you should eat it the other. You eat it however it makes you happy. All right? So here we go, friends. We're going to roast this guy. So, and then we're going to go in the oven. I got the oven at 375. 375 is good. We don't want it to be too high. So 375 is perfect for this. And 375 works for so many recipes. One day you're doing a recipe and you don't know what temperature to put it in. Chicken cooks perfect at 375. Fish, beautiful at 375. Most fish, 375. It's a great temperature. It's not too hot. It's hot enough to cook. And it does quite a nice job. What a mess I made, eh? That's okay. You know, I'm pretty impressed because I didn't make too much of a mess on my hands yet. So here we go. Let's see. I'm good on this side. I'm good on the other side. It smells amazing. All right. So now, you know, I like to put a thermometer on it so then I know what temperature it is on the inside. I like to use this feature right here, this thermometer. I do it for a prime rib. I do it for all that. You got this thing here, this remote thing. You put this on top of the oven right there. Which oven do I got? I got the upper oven. Okay, so we go right here. Put it there. We're gonna put it here, right? And then I'm gonna put this at what I think is gonna be the deepest part of the meat, and it's gonna be about right here. We're gonna go in. We don't want to touch a bone. If you feel a bone, then take it out of there, right? We're going to put it in here, and we're going to take it out when it's about 125, 130. And that's going to be the right temperature, probably 135, up to 135. So it depends how you like it. If you like it more cooked, we're going to leave it in there longer. We're going to put it in the oven now. I'm going to clean up all this, and then I'll let you know the exact time, how long it was, the exact weight. I'll put all this on my recipe. Below the video, there's a recipe. When you click on Show More, it's a very simple way to prepare it, and it's going to be amazing. So I'll come back when it's ready to go. Okay, friends, it took about an hour and a half. So, but it's up to you how you want it to cook. Okay, some of you may like it more rare, some of you may like it more well done. So now this is the opposite side right there. And all I got to do is I got to cut my twine. I can't forget to cut the twine because it's not so good. So we're going to cut it right there. Release it. See, release it here, release it here. And now we have to do is release the two, then we put it in the middle because we just released the top, right? So now if we release this one, we release this one, we push it in, we push it in, we push this one in, and we should have all of our twine in 2 shots. Well, maybe 3. We're probably going to lose a little bit of the paste, but it's perfectly fine. You can't just keep it on top of the twine, underneath the twine. So at this point, friends, we took it out of the oven. I took it out of the oven about 20 minutes ago. Take it out as early or as soon as you want, but you got to let it rest a little bit, friends. Just a little bit, okay? Just let it rest just a little bit. Now, I don't know about you, friends, but I like my lamb very, 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 very thin. I don't like it to be thick. So I cut it very, very, very thin. Okay, you see right there, friends? Look at this. Look how beautiful that is. Hey, you, come back over here. Look how beautiful that is, friends. And it's like absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. You see, cut it thin now. It's more delicate. Put it on a sandwich. You put it on a plate with roasted potato, roasted vegetables. Look at this, friends. Look how gorgeous that is. It's going to be so amazing. So tender. Look at that. It cuts like butter. It cuts like butter. To me, this is cooked to perfection here, friends. Cook it however you want it, but I promise you this right there, my friends, is perfect. This is absolutely gorgeous. Dig a little bit in a pesto. It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Keep going until you get that down to the bone. And friends, this is not difficult to do. I hope you make it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.